Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to play more Spelunky. Now this one is going to be a bit different because, full disclosure, this is actually a voiceover from the actual gameplay. As the title suggests, this is the winning run, which I did do off camera. Well, I didn't do it off camera, but I did not have any voice. Intentionally, because if you're watching this as this has come out, you will see it's a very different time when I would normally. This thing should be coming out around, what, 12? No, not 12. 11, 20-ish? Because... Actually, probably coming out a little later than that. But either way, it's going to come out then because the plan is to beat the game at midnight. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea, given that I've been working on trying to beat this on camera for months. I thought, why not? So this is all just going to be me kind of not really reacting to what's going on in the background, but talking about it a little bit. Plus it'll give me a chance to really talk about some of the stuff that like goes on in my brain when I'm trying to do this, because sometimes I don't know if it fully makes sense. I'm just like looking at things, so it'll give me a chance to explain like what is or is not important in terms of when I'm playing the game. It'll also give me a chance to explain the actual process, right? Like, what do you have to do to get to the final boss? There's a lot of steps in this. So, with that, my voiceover self will chill for a second, and we'll get into the actual game. Haha, past self, you fell there, I saw it. It can't be done, don't try it. Oh, you cheated, you went a different way. Yeah, so always the beginning, I'm just constantly trying to collect treasure. I'm constantly trying to get enough. I'm hoping I'm trying to be able to buy everything instead of always stealing it or whatever. I try not to steal from the early shops because it's too much. And then right there, you saw me that I realized I could have sacrificed the damsel, but I accidentally chose to put them in the tunnel instead. So it's kind of a little upset there. You know, these things there, like I always skip them, but I've like never done them. Of course I do this one because I'm like, let me try it. No, I didn't get it. That's alright. I don't know, you know, Spelunky is one of those games I will always go back to. It's so well designed. It's simplistic, but you can play it like 100,000 times and it wouldn't, you know, it just never gets old, in my opinion. And, you know, getting down to the bottom, it's just kind of like one of those things when you do it, you're like, man, I did all of these, you know, fairly intensive steps for a simple task. And you'll see eventually we are going to do Spelunky 2, because it also has some pretty intensive challenges to get to the end section. So yeah, again, so for this first part, right, I'm just looking for the key. I don't know, why did I question my past self there. I should have just threw in the thing there, the vase, instead of throwing a bomb. That's all right. Yeah, but anyway, but back to the other one. So the first section here in the cave section, you're looking for the key. Like, the key is the most important thing. No key, no nothing else. Well, actually, that's not true. You can actually get through without the key, but you have to get very lucky. And I'll talk about that when we get to the blacksmith shop, the shopkeeper. I don't know why I get them so confused. Why do I always do that? The shopkeeper. Yep, I always try to, you know, get rid of the arrow traps, because those things are just killer. Like, those things, just because they throw you off. They not only do they hurt you, but they also push you in a direction that you don't want to go necessarily. So, just one of those things where I'm just like, nope, get rid of them. Okay, so I have the key. And so now I'm looking for the eye. That's the golden eye that I collected the key for from the chest, right? That's what I got from the chest. That eye is going to eventually start to blink blue. When it blinks blue, it'll start to blink faster and faster. That's how you know that you're close to the hidden entrance of the shopkeepers. Ah, see, there was a tick right there. So now I have to figure out where it is. And I'm looking right now. I'm trying to figure out if maybe it's partially visible, because it's possible that the outer edges, which are like green leaves, are... Whoa! Do you see how close I was? Like, I'm like right in between. I'm dangerous right there. I'm determined to get it though. See, now I'm trying to like play. Like, is it here or is it here? And where is it ticking faster? So I make a decision. It's got to be right there. Oh, see those green leaves? You might be able to see them. Not in the, like, not in... out in the open. Not the actual hole, but you'll be able to see the rest of it. But yeah, so that's me. I've got that. Now I'm like, okay, I know I don't have any bombs because I gave them all up. But I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can get through. You know, I'm checking the shop, but I'm seeing what else is worth it. And I determined that it's not worth it. So even though I have no bombs, it's not worth trying to jump down the piranha thing. It's not worth trying to go to the shop because I don't need anything specific from there. And now I'm in the shop and I have to reassess. I know it costs 50,000 for the Ankh, and I know I'm not going to be able to buy it. So I'm pretty much just looking ahead, and I see the glorious jetpack. But I'm like, I know I need something here. I have no bombs, so I'm going to have to probably buy a couple bombs first. And then I'll go back and start causing all the destruction. And I usually do this by hiding up here for a second. And let the top two, because I know there's two shopkeepers. So I'm like, okay, if the two shopkeepers go down, I saw one, I didn't see the other one. So now I'm kind of like, maybe. And I wait, because give him a second to come, just in case. It's possible that the shopkeeper could have fallen down on the other side, which is why I'm so cautious. And it turns out that he did. He dropped down through the other side. So now I have my jetpack that I want so badly, that I always talk about. And now that I have that, I have a couple of bombs. And now it's kind of just a, you know, a game of can I get everybody without wasting all the bombs. And if you stand up there, you're in good shape. You know no one's going to come from above. So you just kind of hang out and keep throwing bombs down there. Now this can be kind of a risky area, because should I use all my bombs, I might be in big trouble, you know? And I got the shotgun. Now that I have the shotgun, I feel a little more protected. And I shoot ahead of me just in case. And then I look down below to see what exactly is there, because I know I'm kind of running low on bombs. So I'm like, boy, what do I do? Do I go this way? Because that way might cost me more bombs. So I gotta kind of decide what's the best route. So I know I gotta get rid of the bat. Because if I don't get rid of the bat's gonna come after me. But then if I stand here and shoot in like that, those shots will eventually make it to him. And that's the plan. That's the theory behind standing there. And I stand up against a tree because the tree will prevent me from bouncing back too far. And then the rest of this is just me making it to the end. And of course I got the extra box there because never pass up on boxes if you have them. And I always just shoot out into the distance just in case because you never know what's over there. Because at this point it doesn't matter. Because if you hit a shopkeeper, who cares? They're already mad at you anyway. Theoretically, you could accidentally shoot the damsel, which I've done many a times before, so. And the rest of this is just assessing where exactly I need to go. I'm always looking for those extra boxes, and yes, the treasure. I gotta have the treasure. And I try to kill as many of the bad guys as possible, because every little bit makes a difference. But yeah, this one, I'm basically just surviving. I don't have to do anything else at this point other than make it to the ice level because I've already done everything in this particular biome. Now, I use the fact that I have a glove to get that because that's the best way to do that rather than trying to risk going down to where the piranha is. And then now it's a matter of just figuring out how can I trigger him and not die. And, oh! Did I get him? Nope. Now he's stuck in this corner and I'm like, dang! There we go, we got him. And me being the treasure hungry person I am, I gotta go grab that treasure. It's right there. Why wouldn't I go grab it? Boom! That's right, I got him. And now it's just a matter of kind of working my way down. I'm just looking for extra stuff. Again, boxes. Because I know 14 bombs sounds like a good number. That's not enough, right? Not the way that I like to play. I want a bunch of bombs. So I'm like, I will try as often as possible. I could have made that corner around there, but I am really leery about those trees and the spikes below them because I feel like you could get stuck on the tree because you get naturally stuck on the tree anyway. Like you can climb up the tree without the gloves. So I'm always cautious of that because if that happens and you get caught and then next thing you know you're falling down into the spikes. Kind of like that guy. Whoa! Rude! He almost ended this amazing thing right at the beginning here. But I'm also determined to get the box there, so I'll wait him out is what I'm gonna do. Sorry, damsel. Oh, I didn't kill him though. But at the same time, I also just don't care about the damsel. So if the damsel had died there, it wouldn't have been a big deal. And again, I'm just collecting as many supplies as possible because if I don't, it's going to be tough to get to the bottom. Because it is a very resource intensive method for getting there. I know there are probably way easier ways. You can technically beat them without the bombs and all that. The last, or not the last guy, the Olmec character. You can beat him without bombs. You can just, but it's easier. It's easier to do it this way. So I like to have a lot of bombs. Any day now, past self. Any day. Any second. We're gonna hit that continue button. Past self, what are you doing? Any second now. The heck are you doing back there, past self? Thank you. Oh gosh. So the music changed, right? So this music indicates that there is a... the music indicates that this is actually a specialty mini-boss. So this level is a little more closed in than most. Usually the the ice ones are very open and you can pretty much fall. But because of that guy right there, you, yeah, it's just more space. And I always try to get him, I always try to, but if you kill him, he tends to drop like extra things, just random items that you need to collect. And essentially the more items you have, the better off you will be. Just doesn't matter, you'll just be better. And I did the same thing I did in the shopkeeper area, just shooting until, you know, I got enough shots off. Again, I'm just looking for those box. I don't actually care about the damsel because I know that I'm gonna have to die anyway, so there's no point in getting extra hearts right now. You know, I'll potentially get them once I've died, then I can get more, but for now there's just no point. And always try to get those guys from a distance because they could easily ricochet and bounce. And of course all the treasure. Ah, and I seen it. That's the thing right there, that blue thing. That's how you know in this level you gotta die. So typically I usually get rid of the shotgun at this point. Of course I didn't on this one, but that's alright. Whoop! Well, there goes the damsel. Well, it was either me or the damsel, so I tried. And again, I'm just looking for that last little bit of treasure. And then I go for it. Bye! Oh, look, you, we're friends. We're gonna play together. Yay! Up, 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 up. Oh. Once you die, in this particular level, you get the little fancy golden hat. And then once you have the fancy golden hat, that'll allow you to go to the next area and get the next item that is required. And by next level, I'm talking about the next biome, which is the temple. So we still have to make it through here. So once we make it through this section, then we'll get it. So really, this is just a survive and collect treasure. And see, like, I want that. I do. I want him. I want him. I want him. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to get him. And I don't see anything really of true value other than just some coins. And I step on the alien's head and step on the other alien. And I get them all. Like, I can't have, because they're just dangerous. They're dangerous to have. And I'm looking for the shopkeeper. There he is. I trigger him. And he jumps off. Kind of sad because I didn't get the shotgun, but that's okay. And the ice level tends to have a lot of like specialty events. Like you just saw the thing, this is the 4th of July. I think that one is, there's a, yeah, there it is. On the left there, it's like another spot that you can go to. That'll take you to the alien mothership and all sorts of stuff. So, it's one of those things where it's like, you could do them if you want to, but since I'm not going for that right now, I'm just trying to get to the end. Because I have my own objective of making it to the hell level. I'm also trying to figure out what else I want, and then I realize, you know what, there's just too much going on overhead, so I'm just going to go ahead and bypass this. And I'm nice enough to give this guy some ropes. And in this one, I am looking, and it's always in level 1, I'm looking for Anubis. And usually he's at the very beginning, but I'm kind of perplexed because he's not in this one. Not right away, anyway. So I'm like, where? Where could the Anubis be? So I gotta do some searching. And I will say, for whatever reason, this little area is like one of my favorite spots. It's cool. It's like a little tree hut area in the middle of like the temple. I don't know. It just looks cool. I've always liked that little spot. But anyway, whoa! See? I'm dangerous. There he is. I see the purple sparks. Now I gotta figure out how to get him. I know I gotta figure out something. So I try to just remove as much stuff as possible, and hopefully those will hit him. Nope. See, if you had a shotgun, you'd be able to do this a lot easier. I believe it's like 3 bombs or 2 bombs. Now those purple things, those things can just basically kill you instantly. So just avoid them altogether. Alright, well now that we have the scepter, we have to go down. And I once again trigger him, and I'm not going to mess with anything. I know there was a box over there, but I'm just going to move on. Because there's nothing I can really do, because the scepter is, yeah. And the scepter's hard to use. Alright, so I see that. I try to avoid that guy entirely. I've opened up the new area, and then now I just look, and I say, is there anything of value that I can get from this without too much work? And the answer is no! The answer is no. There's nothing there of value. So I'm like, dang. Like, I only got like 4 bombs left. I'm like, I'm struggling here. Oh, I only have 3 bombs left. And we made it to the Golden City. So in the Golden City, we gotta use... Oh, gosh, that is dangerous with that guy over there. With the Golden City, right, we're looking for that book in the middle. And the book is what we need to move to the next. The book will tell us where we need to... where the entrance of hell is. I also know that I'm very limited on bombs, otherwise I'd be blowing up all of that stuff. Because every block in there is basically worth gold. Like, if you bomb any of it, it's all worth gold. So I get rid of those mummies. Whoa! Don't do that to me. Oh gosh. I try to avoid every little spot that I can. And I see the shotgun, and I'm like, I want this, I want it, I want it, I want it! And then now that I have the shotgun, I take the book, and I go in to the next level. You could fight the guy here in that, the gold level. It's not as easy. It's much easier just to kill him in the next section. Especially with the shotgun. You could just turn around and just boop, and then he's done. And then I try to get rid of this guy first, because otherwise he'll just follow you forever. And now that I've got him, I try to lure Olmec to the corner. And then once he's in the corner, and watch, because he can crush you up against the wall. Corner, go up top, right, and have a field day. Look for all the boxes and bombs, and hopefully you get something. Right, because the more boxes that have bombs in them, the better off you are. And of course I saw the pickaxe. I was like, well, the pickaxe could be helpful. So I'll come back for that. Hopefully my past self was smart enough to pick up the pickaxe. But I would have picked it up, so I've learned. But yeah, it's just picking up these boxes, trying to get as many bombs as possible. Things are not looking so good. So I come down here, and now we got to figure out kind of where is the entrance, right? And the book is moving. You see how the mouth is kind of like moving up and down? The faster it moves, that's how you know where it is. So I'm kind of just trying to play it out where it is. So I know it's basically right there, right where I left the shotgun. Oh good, I was smart enough to go grab it. So because I don't have many bombs, I'm going to use the pickaxe. And I'll use the pickaxe to kind of widen out a hole. Yes, maybe. Or maybe I won't. Okay, there we go. We're widening out the hole and still can't see it yet. So I'm still trying to get confirmation as to where it is. But it's got to be down there, right? There it is. There's the entrance. So now I know I need to focus everything I can in that little section. And I'm going to use as much of this pickaxe as possible because the pickaxe does have some durability. So at some point it's going to break. And I know that, which is fine. There it is. And we inch our way closer to the bottom. Be careful not to get crushed there. And in my mind, I'm thinking this is probably enough. Oh, that almost killed me. How sad would that have been if I had just died right there? That'd have been so sad because the pickaxe broke and then it hit me on the head and almost knocked me over. That's how cruel this game can be. And now it's just goading him over because I'm like, come on, come on, come on, come over. Problem is, the hole is not wide enough. I was one off. So, exactly, that's my plan. My plan was to try to get him to do it that way because I'm like, if I do that, at least I can get him in the hole. Unfortunately, it still wasn't wide enough. So I had to use a couple bombs of my limited supply. And it's still not wide enough. Ah! This is extremely frustrating. Because I still just can't get him into this tiny hole. I miscalculated. I had to be very careful because I will get crushed or can. But I got it figured out though. I'm making my way down. And in this, I'm like, no, he could have made it. There we go. Oh, there's the last one. I could have saved a bomb. And then I wait and go into the door. Gotta do it on his head. There's no other way to do that. Perfect. I got one bomb. And I just started the hell levels. Wonderful. Woo! That guy was close. And now I know that you gotta move, but also you gotta just take your time with these. Like, there's too many things going on at once, and one misstep will just throw you off entirely. So normally I would go for that relic to try to get the thing that makes you immune to lava, but I don't have it. I don't have enough bombs. I'm not. Oof, boy, he could have easily have just shot me right there. But yeah, I just don't have enough for that, so I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna have to go without. One stage of hell done. Again, I'm still looking for those boxes. I saw one. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that one, because that's at least one. Not very useful, but it's something. And why not? Let's get the extra treasure. If I'm gonna win, I might as well get a high score, right? And again, I try everything. I get rid of everybody, and I'm just looking for any possibilities of getting down quickly and easily without any trouble. Greed. Yes, greed. Get rid of all these guys. Let that spinning thing go. Let the fire guy go down first. Let him kind of just disappear. What happened here? Man, all those guys were dead. And then this, I don't know what happened here. I guess he just glitched out. Woo, boy. Don't do this to me. I was tempted to throw a bomb, and then I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. So I'm like, I'll just try to get him over there. Yeah. But this guy, I guess he just glitched out. So I'm not going to bother him. I'm just going to let him go. I don't know why. He's looking at the treasure. I'm like, you know what? Nope. I'm not bothering you. So we're on to the next level. Whew, I dropped a little too low there, but that's okay. I don't really need the thing. And now it's just a matter of getting rid of these guys. I know they're going to come back, so I'm just like, I'm going to wait for them. You know, it's the best thing to do rather than trying to hope. And there we go once more. And this one I'm probably going to want to do it quickly because I just don't have the bombs to fight him. I tried to get the treasure. I did. It killed me inside. And I was like, no, I could have had it. And here we are. We're at Yama's throne. It took us forever. We made it, though. And there's two Goonie bosses, which are great because they all drop bombs when you kill them. So it's not quite over because there are a ton of vampires here. So you just gotta watch because there are so many of them, and bats and vampires. So you gotta kind of clear out as much space as possible. Alright, so I try to take man, I'm struggling with this stupid bat. There we go, I got him. So I always try to, if you stay under something, you'll be okay. But yeah, I'm gonna cheat, basically. I don't cheat, but like I'm trying to shoot him this way, which gets him most of the way. I know it's kind of cheesy, but that's the best way to do it. So now, I know I'm still shooting. I'm just making sure there's nothing over there. So now that I've gotten like his head, I need to figure out how to get the rest of him. Because I know if I move to the left or to the right, he'll knock down stuff that will knock me to the bottom. Which is like an instant killer. That you have to avoid. Because if you don't, you're just going to get beat up like that. So I'm down to 1 heart. This couldn't be more intense. But this is what you gotta do. Like, you gotta just... There we go. I got some good bombs off on him. And that's it. Look at that. Kind of anticlimactic, but I did it. And of course, greed. I gotta find all the treasures and everything. So yeah, now the rest of this is, I've beaten them, and I know I could just go straight to the exit, but I'm not gonna do that, right? Like, I gotta look at all those treasures. There's all those gems and stuff. Doesn't matter. Don't care if I only have 1 heart. And side note, I have absolutely 100% died at this point in the game. Not this particular one, but like in the game before, I have died while trying just to get the treasure. So... And there he is. I have defeated him. There's the bats. Trying to make sure there's nobody else left because I want to just make sure there's nothing else to worry about before the exit. There is the exit, but I'm not ready for it. Because like I said, I want to get all this treasure. There he is. I beat him. That's right. I got you. But now, I'm just going to do this. And bomb out everything and get all this treasure. Because this is the best. it was a long journey, right? I mean, months now since I've been trying this on camera, but you know, it took some time. We got there. It was fun. Had lots of fun on the way there. Hopefully, you guys had lots of fun as well watching me be dumb and die in stupid places and things. But we did it. Took forever, but we did it. And me, yeah, that's just the icing on the cake. I'm like, I want to get rid of that. I don't want that. And now I make the climb, and I see the spikes, and I'm like, nope. And I go around. And I did it! Yay! Woo! Greetings, fellow treasure hunter. Oh, hey, you're supposed to slow down there. I see you have my journal with you, but now it must be... Okay, or not. You guys can just look. I'm sorry. Apparently, I was not being slow enough. That's alright. Basically, he says he made it, and he says, blah, 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 here's your reward. The reward is... Yeah, gold's pretty nice, too. Of course it is. Boom! There it is. And then we get out of here. And... Because how else would you get out of there? You through the volcano, of course. Oh, I just got hit. That would have been my last life. There it is. We made it. No! Ah! I was so close. I could have had exactly... No! Look how close I was to 500. No! I'll be remembered as a hero. Okay. And it happened. Like I said, it was one of those journeys we had to go on. It was fun. It was exciting. There is still a little bit more left of Spelunky. I want to do some of the no treasure stuff that is to come. But that's it. This has been Spelunky. I thank everybody out there who watched me through all this stuff. You guys have been really nice in watching my stuff and being encouraging and playing, and it's exciting, right? Exciting to achieve something. That's what this game is all about. It feels good that you know, to make that sort of achievement. But more importantly, if you guys ended up watching it when this video came out, it's New Year! Woo! Happy New Year! If you didn't, that's okay. You don't have to watch it when it first comes out, but just thought it would be a neat thing to put it out to beat the game at midnight. So, yeah. I don't know. Just, again, it's one of those games that it started with the beginning of this channel, the YouTube channel, and I mean, it's part of it now, right? That's just part of the channel, is this game. So, it's not gone forever. I'm sure at some point I'll go back to it and do some more with it, but there will be other games out there that will attempt to fill the gap. But again, I do appreciate everybody who's been watching and hanging on and waiting it out for 20 some odd episodes while I work my way through this. Well, I hope you guys had a good year, and I hope 2023 will be even better. I do have one last little kind of Easter egg secret that I want to show you here once the credits roll. Thank you guys. Really, seriously, thank you. Thank you for watching all of this stuff. Thank you for being supportive while I'm trying this new creative outlet that is YouTube videos. Aw, thanks for the player. Well, thanks for watching. Oh my goodness. I want a camel like that. Like, can you get a camel? I know they have mounts in the second one, but I like, I get a camel. Thanks for playing. Yay. Alright, where is this? Let's go one more little Easter egg here. Maybe. Or not. Just total blackness. It's emptiness. Game's over. Nothing more. Alright, so a neat little thing here is if you go to your player stats after you beat the game, it shows you that it shows you that you've been killed by old age. With this, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!